Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of Madden 13 Connected Careers with TJ Bonds, and this is episode 16. And as you see here, we're getting ready for our next matchup against the Raiders. But before we get to that, I'll show you guys the division standings right here. So far, you see TJ and the Broncos there 11-1, the Chiefs 7-5. Chargers 6-6, and the Raiders 5-7. Now the Raiders are on a current losing streak right now. They are on a 6-game losing streak here, as you can see in the standings here. So hopefully we can continue that on and start building our streak up. Of course, last episode 15, you've seen that we played against the Tampa Bay Bucks and won by 2 possessions, 28-14. Bonds had 28 attempts for 132 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns in the game. So hopefully we can do the same here in the next game, and like I said, continue winning the West here. And eventually, I think if not this game, I think the next game we should be able to clinch it and be able to be the AFC West champions. But of course, there you see the Chiefs are nipping at our heels there, and of course, we still got to play them here towards the end of the season at week 17, and I believe they'll have to come to Mile High. Yeah, they'll have to come to Mile High for that matchup. But we're putting the cart before the horse. Let's just take it one game at a time. So let's get ready for next game here against the Broncos. So. This is a Thursday night game, so that means everyone in the pretty much in the nation and the world is going to be watching this. Any football fan knows Thursday night football and Monday night football are kind of the night that everyone pays attention to. And then you see TJ and Peyton, and then you see Branch and Palmer showing off them, getting those classic mean mug looks there before the game and the montages and whatnot. So, as you see here, Oakland, California, beautiful here, like I said, Thursday night, and there you see the Coliseum fully packed and the black hole ready to try their best to get underneath our skin and give us a tough time on this field. There you see Carson there throwing some last-minute throws there, and just getting some last-minute instructions from the coaches. And just get each other pumped up and riled up for this ball game here. So we'll go ahead and go to the coin toss here, and you should see we get to choose, and I believe, yes, Broncos win it, so we choose, and we decided to go ahead and just select to kick it and give them the ball. So we'll have the ball at halftime if need be, if we're behind. So there you see last guys getting ramped up and ready to go here on this matchup. Now, like I said, they're on a 6-game skid here. This game will definitely be a game that they'll need to get back. So as you see here, we'll sim the game some, and you see here they've already scored on their first drive here. So put 7 on the board there for them. They lead the game now here in midway through the first quarter here. 7-0. So there you see Peyton Manning's numbers for the season: 3,278 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions, and his completion rating just near 60% for the season. So 1st and 10, ball on the 26-yard line, handoff to Bonds, and there you see he gets stomped right there, and only loses a loss of 1 on that play. So 2nd and 11, ball on the 25. There you see Bonds runs that one and gets that one for a first or close to a first down. So we'll go ahead and sim a little bit more, and as you see there, the Raiders once again on their next drive end up going down the field and scoring. So Carson Palmer and company are doing very well moving the ball. Unfortunately, the Broncos not doing so well there, especially on defense, already getting scored on twice. So here you see a nice throw from Manning to Bonds there on that catch, so 11 yards on reception on that one here on that play. So it's 1st and 10, ball on the 30. Bonds trying to maneuver around, try to get around that defender, but he gets tackled there and only gets a gain of 3 that time. So now it makes it 2nd and 7. Ball on the 32-yard line, and of course Manning decided to change the play up some and throws to Hester there, and Hester tries to catch it but unable to that time and dropped the ball. and unable to convert that third down. So the Raiders, for the first time, we actually stopped them, and we get the ball at the 20. And there you see Bonds on a handoff right there, unable to do anything that time. He gets swallowed up by Van Dyke there, who already has 2 tackles for the day there. And then you see at the end of the first quarter, the Raiders are winning right now, 14-0. So the next play we see, we get a delay of game, and yeah, Peyton Manning tried to be air traffic controller and try to move guys around, unable to that time. So we go ahead and sim the game, and we get the ball back here after we stop them at 3 and out real quick. So a nice catch there from Bonds that time. Second reception of the day, 28 yards there from Peyton Manning. So 1st and 10, ball now on the 43-yard line of the Raiders. And there you see we get the ball, and yeah, Bonds once again gets stomped again. He's getting denied there at the line of scrimmage, and so we lose 2 yards that time. So 2nd and 12, ball on the 45-yard line, and with only 5 minutes left in the second quarter here, Manning trying to do some last-minute changing up the hole where Bonds needs to run at, and Bonds runs in there and gets a gain of only about 2. So we get the ball back after 3 and out from the Raiders, and there you see a nice catch. No, it's juggled by Thomas, and he drops it. And almost intercepted that time from the corners there for the Raiders. So 2nd and 10 here, ball on the 42-yard line. Score still 14-0. Raiders lead it here. And you see Bonds trying to run, trying to get open, but unable to. But you see they tried to throw to Decker, and Decker is unable to catch it that time. So we'll sim a little bit more, and we'll get to the last 38, about 39 seconds left in the ball game here in the first half. And you see the Raiders could be up by 3 scores here if they get this field goal, or this field goal kick here on the 16-yard line. And we'll see when they're going to kick it. Anytime now. Anytime. And the field goal kick is up, and it is good. So now they lead it 17-0. So with 32 seconds left, Manning says, you know what, we're going to try to go down the field. He throws to Thomas there, and Thomas gets it and gets a nice gain there. But the clock keeps running here. So with 2 timeouts left, we take a timeout. With 2 timeouts left, Manning throws a Dressing. Dressing catches it, but it gets tackled there and unable to get the first down, and we have to call a timeout. So with 1 second left, Peyton Manning decides to throw a Hail Mary, and he's going to have to throw it deep, and he does. And there you see Thomas unable to hold on to it. It just gets it on the tips of his fingers, but unable to hold on to it to bring it down. Of course, he wouldn't be able to score because he was surrounded there by a bunch of Raiders, but he does. We do go into the half here trailing by 17 now, as you see, as the Raiders got their act together, and they could pull off a big win here against the leading Broncos here. So we at the half 17-0, and we have to try to figure out. John Fox is going to have to talk to his guys about what they can do, especially when it comes to the running game. They have a premier feature back by the name of TJ Bonds. Of course, that's what this series is about. We have to see what Bonds can do in this second half here, as we try to, maybe we have to open up the passing game to get to the running game. It's kind of unusual that happen. Usually it's the other way around, but we'll have to see what we can do in this second half. But there's the first half numbers so far, and you see only 5 rushing yards for the Broncos. So that's not good. That's not a good thing. So we'll go 1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. There you see a nice run right there for Bonds, and he is stopped there for a gain of 5. So now 10 yards for him for the day, 7 carries. So he's getting these yards at a tough way of getting them, but I'm sure that they're just gonna have to run some more plays, maybe try some different formations to get him going. So we'll go ahead and we sim a little bit more. We actually get near midfield here. So 2nd and 10 here, ball on 39-yard line, and Decker almost catches that one, a diving catch, but drops that one and able to get there. So it makes it now 3rd and 10. So we sim the game, and we go ahead and we see the Raiders. We stop the Raiders this time for quick 3 and out. So you see Bonds gets the ball this time, and there you see a nice run right there. So 8 carries with 20 yards for the day so far. So 2nd and inches here, ball near midfield. Handoff from Manning to Bonds, and you see Bonds trying to scramble around that defender there. Does, and breaks 2 tackles there before he is finally tackled there near the 40-yard line in Raiders territory. So we'll see 1st and 10 at the 40, but we'll see the replay here. We'll show you guys those tackles. And you see there's 1, and there's 2, and then finally he gets put down. They finally wrap him up and get him down. We'll show another angle of this. There you see he gets in there and just moves around and gets there, and does get the 1st down. So 1st and 10, the ball on the 40-yard line with 4:43 left in the ball game here in the 3rd quarter. You see a nice run by Bonds, and he gets in there stumbling in for another 1st down. So now make that 10 carries now with 43 yards in this ball game. So 1st and 10, ball on the 30, and we'll see what they can do with Bonds again as he gets his number called. But this time Manning drops back and fires to Dressen, and Dressen gets a nice catch right there, wide open. And there you see Manning's numbers not so good either today, with 87 yards, no touchdowns, and no interceptions. So 1st and 10, ball on the 16, Manning drops back, he fires, throws a Dressen once again as go-to guy, and gets the near 1st down. And of course, we have to run a couple plays, and this, as you see here, this is the same drive, you guys. And we hand off to Bonds, and Bonds gets in there, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown Broncos. Theo Bonds gets a nice touchdown run right here, as you see in the replay. Nice handoff, and almost gets in there being untouched until he gets to the goal line there, but it's already too late. The ball has crossed the plane, and the referee indicates that's a touchdown. So we're finally on the board here late in the 3rd quarter here. Still trailing by 2 possessions as we try to get back in this ball game and avoid another loss, especially from a losing team like these guys. So 17-7 as the score is. You see on our screen, Escher gets a nice pass there from Manning. He gets a 1st down. So 1st and 10 for him, and that puts us at the 44. So moving the chains now. Ball on the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. And man in motion there. You see Thomas in motion. Manning drops back, fires, throws to Thomas right there. He gets a nice catch and gets a good gain there of about 15 yards on that play. So 1st and 10, ball on the 36-yard line. Here you see Manning drops back, fires, throws to Decker, and Decker this time catches this one for a nice gain of 3 yards that time. So you see 128 yards for Peyton Manning. So as we see the last 15 seconds wind down here in the 3rd quarter, you see a nice pass to Thomas again, and we have an injury there, and it's a Raider that is down, and he does come back later in the game. So we'll go ahead and get to the top of the we'll get to the beginning of the 4th quarter here. You see a nice run here from Theo, or from TJ. I got too many T's with the Bonds here. So 1st and goal here, ball on the 6-yard line, handoff to Bonds, and then you see TJ gets in there, and he almost crossed the plane, but gets rejected at the 2-yard line. So 2nd and goal, ball on the 2. We'll see if they can get this one in there, and there you see they bulldoze in there and get the touchdown, rushing touchdown. That'll be his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day for TJ. So 17-14 the ball game here. The ball on the 47-yard line. Manning drops back with play action. A nice play right there from Manning. To Thomas there, you see 2 receptions, 16 yards for the day. We'll see the replay here. And as you see, nice throw right there, wide open. And yeah, almost getting tipped there from Van Dyke there. He almost got his hands on it, but Thomas get in there, snags it out of the air, and takes it and gets the yardage they need to get the to get closer to the 1st and 10 again. So 2nd and 3, you see Dressen gets the ball, get his number called again, and he gets just a yard on that play from Manning's pass. So 3rd and 1, ball on the 44-yard line. They're going to try to run this one in. They do, and there you see Bonds gets in there. He gets the 1st and 10 and able to move the chain. So now the ball's on the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, Manning throws and throws the bonds. He's actually able to catch this time, unlike the last episode. So you see a nice catch there. You see 3 receptions, 43 yards for him so far in this game. So 1st and 10, ball on the 24. Manning drops back. He's trying to find Bonds. He doesn't find. Oh, wait a minute. He catches it, but wait a minute. They indicate he was out of bounds. And we'll see the replay here. Now, you guys be the judge of this. Was he out of bounds or was he not? And I try to slow it down and try to zoom in some. Now, you see he has the ball. And I'm trying to. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's a catch. That's a catch. The defender right there held him up there. So they say no, that's not a catch. So we go 2nd and 10, and then you see Bonds runs that one, and for some reason John Fox does not call a throw out the flag, a challenge flag there. But there you see we go ahead and just decide to kick a field goal after we get stopped there at the goal line. So 1st and 10. With 1:06 left in the ball game here, we got the ball game tied up, and we've got to try to do anything and everything to get a win and not go to an overtime possession. So for 2nd and 5, there you see a nice run by Bonds, and wait a minute, there's a flag on the field, and this one is against, looks like the Raiders with face masks, so that's an automatic 1st down, as you see there. So the Raiders, yeah, not what they want at this time in this ball game. So with 37 seconds left in the ball game, 1st and 10, the ball's on their 43. Handoff to Bonds. Bonds is wide open. He is going down the 20, the 10, the 5, goal line, touchdown, Broncos. The Broncos get the touchdown. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day for our star here, and what a game he has had. And yeah, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the replay. Wide open, nothing but green spaces there, and he takes off and gets another touchdown for the day. So as you see here, we'll show you guys the replay. A nice run right there, something that we haven't seen since earlier this season. And as you see here, we'll go ahead and show. We do get the field goal, and so it makes it 24-17, which ends the game there. The Raiders are unable to do anything, and we win the ball game 24-17. Coming back there towards the latter part of the 3rd quarter, and then continuing on in the 4th as we come back. So what a game there. It shows right there we can come back from behind and win it. Of course, can't always do that all the time, because a lot of times that will bite you in the butt. So there you see the player of the game right there. Talking to the crowd. Of course, our player of the game is no other than TJ himself, player of the game. And there you see the Raiders going back to the locker room with another loss on them. Makes it now 7 in a row for the Raiders. So of course we're back on a hot streak, winning 2 now against the Bucs and now against the Raiders. So as you see their final score 24-17, and there you see it showing the highlights there of the game, and what a game it was. So we'll see that the Raiders are going to have to figure out a way to win. Of course, that's the last game we have against the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken. So we're done with them. All we got left, I believe, within the conference or within the division, I believe it's just the Kansas City Chiefs who we play week 17. So as you see here, we get back to our social media site here, and we see on Twitter what they're talking about. TJ, and you see Rex Tucker, TJ Bonds trucked the Raiders to a victory. Never let his wheels stop turning. So actually he helped. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's, I don't know. I won't say they got that wrong, but then on the second time they might got that right. I don't know. Who cares? But it only matters that we get another win. And so we get ready for week 15 here coming up. But there you see some of the stories that are going on there. You guys can pause the video, check those out. I read about that. But then what's going on here? There you see Champ Bailey. He's the AFC Defensive Player of the Week, so big honors to him. I'm sure TJ will be the Offensive Player of the Week, which he has been for. He's actually been an Offensive Player of the Week for several weeks now. I think there was only 3 weeks out of the 13 coming in that he was not. So that doesn't even count the I mean, but if you don't consider the bye week, if he was playing there in the bye week, he probably been, probably been in that. So the last 13 weeks, 10 of those weeks, he's been player of the week for the AFC on offense. So there you see 12-1 for the Broncos, and there you see the XP that we got from the practice, and of course the XP we get from our weekly goals and some of the milestone goals that we get as we go through the season. So we'll show the schedule here, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we already played the Raiders, so we're done with the Raiders and we're done with the Chargers. So all we have left are the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 17, and we'll go ahead and show you guys the box scores here. There, you guys can pause the video, check it out, see what how things went in the ball game here. But talking to TJ after the game, he said he was very excited and just overall just glad to be a part of that game and getting back to the way he plays football, just playing that downhill style of just going in, trucking guys and putting trying to put 6 on the board. So as we get ready for our next game, he said that he's going to celebrate and go out and have fun. But then it's time to get back to work. Now they do get somewhat of a bit of a break since they did play Thursday night. They don't have to play until that following Sunday, so he's going to take a little bit of a vacation and hopefully be able to rest up and heal up. Of course, everybody's kind of banged up and whatnot, but he said he wants to just kind of chill. So you see 19 carries, 141 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the ground from him in the ball game. And of course, you guys, as always, can pause the video and check out what else the other players did when it comes to individual standing stats and whatnot in the ball game. So, what a good win. Raiders again are going to have to try to figure out a way to try to get back into the winning ways. Of course, now that makes 7 in a row for them. For us, it's 2 games now, getting back into the winning streak there here in the NFL. And also, just getting, I think if next game we win, and I think it's the Chiefs are going to have to lose, I believe we can clinch the AFC title. So don't hold me to that, but by the looks of it, that may be the case. So there you see some of the stats. There's 3 sacks that we got, and there you see out of the game, and they got 1. And then, of course, rushing. I mean, remember, we only had 5 yards at the end of the half, and then turn around. Now we have 141. So definitely open up the running game there, and I'm sure John Fox had a lot to say about that when they're used to already having 70-something yards at half with Bonds. So and that's just him alone. So go ahead, and we go ahead and sim to the following the next week here, week 15, and I believe week 15 we are playing. I can't remember exactly who we were playing. We'll see here in a bit. I thought I knew, but things happen. So we'll go ahead and we'll see the week 7 or 15 matchup here. We got 2 more weeks before the end of the season, and we look like we're going to go play in Baltimore. So there you go. We're going to go to the M&T Bank Stadium. They're in Baltimore, play against the Ravens. There you see 5-8, another team that's struggling. They're 18 ranked in offense and also on defense. There you see our offense ranked for number 1 in the National Football League, and then you see defense we're 26. So it's an early game, so definitely we'll have to see what we can do in the next game. So come on back for the next episode, guys, episode 17, when we go to Baltimore and face the Ravens. As always, you guys, leave a like if you guys enjoy the video, or if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Check out the other series here on ESGNet, and all the links that are down there below, and definitely click on those and either like, subscribe, or follow. We got Instagram, or not Instagram, we got a Tumblr page also, so definitely check that out with photos from the games. That's about it. So definitely come on back, you guys. As always, keep each other healthy. Keep yourselves and each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.